This is the hotel in Dusseldorf. And the first thing that we do is start opening V-card packs of course. The hotel was crazy, by the way. We stayed in this fancy 5-star hotel. And I brought up the hotel as a joke. Okay, let me just start over so that so that Brainy doesn't have a fucking aneurysm while I'm telling the story, okay? It's a couple months before the con. We're sitting around, we're like, okay, well, we have flights now, so that's good, but we don't have anything figured out. We don't have a hotel to stay at. We just know that we're gonna be in Dusseldorf. I'm looking at hotels at work, being super productive, and I find this 5-star, $1,000 a night, ridiculous hotel. And I'm like, heh, you know, yeah, sure, whatever. We could just stay at this hotel, that'd be a good time. And I send it to Anger. And he starts sending me back like, oh yeah, they have this restaurant and like all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, man, it's pretty nice. But like, if we got like a regular room there, it was still like $600 a night or something. I was like, we can find other rooms for a lot less expensive. I was suggesting that we each get our own room in a place in like closer to, what is it, Little Tokyo, Little Japan, whatever they call that area in the city. And it was 250 euro a night. It was still pretty expensive, but they were nice rooms, and you could select like a higher floor room with a cool view. So I sent him that, and I sent him this one. And for whatever reason, he couldn't join us for lunch that day. I forget what I was doing, but I just get like a text while I'm at lunch, and he's like, yeah, I booked us the suite. I'm like, you booked us what suite? What suite did you book us? What are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, no, I got us the suite at the fancy hotel. And he linked it to me again, and I was like, which fucking suite did you get at the fancy hotel? Because none of them were cheap, motherfucker. And he's like, oh yeah, I got the smaller suite there. Like it's like, it's gonna be a good time. So I figured I would splurge on it. I'm like, excuse me, the smaller suite is still like 1,000 euro a night, dude. What the possessed you to get the suite at the 5-star hotel when we talked about it for 5 minutes? I was like, it's just gonna be a good time. Okay, hey, sure, why not? Was it a good time at least? It was fucking fantastic. It was incredible. So I start looking at this hotel and I'm like, man, this is gonna be a good fucking time. But we are going to be like so out of place here, dude. It's gonna be like this is not the kind of establishment that most of the con goers are staying at. Even before we showed up, I was like, man, I'm gonna show up after traveling all day. I'm gonna be sweaty. I have a fucking backpack with all my shit in it for 2 weeks. Like, I look like I'm hiking around Europe, not like I'm showing up to stay at a 5-star hotel. I big skill issue, cropped out the cost of the room we ended up getting. It was not cheap, but it looks like it was $2,900 a night. Okay, so I'm not there yet. We get this hotel booked. We're both really excited about it. We're both joking about how we can't pronounce things on menus and shit like that. It's just gonna be a good time. So this part of the trip, we finally get there. We're delayed by an hour by the German train. We get to the hotel, we get out. The doorman is like confused. They're like, do we take these people's bags? Are they walking into the hotel? What are they doing? Why is the Uber dropping them off here? What's happening? Go through the revolving doors, walk into the hotel. It is immaculate in there, dude. There's like a giant fucking marble staircase. There's a 3-person desk that's fully staffed with people there to help you as you come in. There's a seating area. It's really, really fucking nice. This is the hotel that we stayed at. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I just called it the Hof. There's the fucking staircase, dude. There's the piano, the grand piano that they had in the lobby or in the like restaurant area being played. Like, it was over the top, dude. I felt out of place standing in the lobby. At one point we walked in like straight through the lobby, through the thing that they called the living room with a group of like 15 people. And I think like they just didn't know what to do. Like, I'm fairly certain that that's like not probably something that they encourage you to do, just to invite a bunch of people over to your suite. And we just trundle through the lobby like it's our own house and nobody says shit. I felt like a cheap prostitute at the wrong booking. Oh my fucking God. All right. Backing the fuck up again. We make it to the hotel. They're confused. We walk up. Anger starts talking to them, and they're like, "Ah, yes, Mr. Anger, you're here for your suite. I see. It's so nice to have you." And then I think the excuse that they gave us was the guests that we had in your suite decided to extend their stay, and we're very busy, so we have a nice upgraded suite for you. And we're just like, "Excuse me? You have the executive suite for us? Okay. I mean, that's pretty f***ing sweet." Yeah, we booked the executive, we got the Gran suite. Okay, the executive was supposed to be like 900 something square feet, which it's still like, it would have been enough room. But the one that we got upgraded to, yeah, instead of 96 square meters, 120 square meters. It was fucking huge, dude. So we're like, okay, sweet, upgraded room. The guy's like, "Okay, let me call so-and-so to show you to your room." And we're like, okay. This person, their job was to take us to our room and explain everything to us. They show us into the private area just behind the lobby that they call the living room. In the living room, you walk into it and the first thing that you see is 2 desks next to each other. And she's like, "Ah, yes, these are your personal assistants. If you need anything, ask your personal assistants." And we're just like, okay. And then you realize that there's not just 2 desks, there's like 4 desks for personal assistants in there. And the living room, it turns out, is this huge room. And she's like, "Yeah, anything in here, like the drinks and everything back there, they're free for you guys to take." And it's this big seating area with a bunch of just like sectioned off couches and chairs and places to have a drink and relax. But then there's also like all of these displays that are like, "Oh yeah, do you want to buy some fat in diamonds? Because talk to your assistant. Do you want to buy a f***ing 800 euro pocket knife? We've got that." Yeah, here it is. Here's the f***ing living room. These are where the assistants were. There were a couple more desks off camera. Felt so out of place walking through the living room. Yeah. And every time like you want to get to the actual elevators, you have to walk through the living room. Bro, this is our f***ing room. I don't think we got a picture of the actual door on the outside, but holy shit, it was huge. Like, here was our entryway. We had a f***ing hallway. Here's our stocked mini fridge. We had chips and snacks and, you know, coffee and tea. All of this got restocked every day. The fridge got raided each time. Like, immediately. This was our guest bathroom. I regret not taking a shit in there. Dude, you should have. It was a nice experience. Honestly though, here, you should have taken a shit in here. We had a real bidet. And next to the shitter, there was a fucking phone with speed dial, right? Number 1, personal assistant. Number 2, food. Number 3, taxi. Dan, the toilet paper emergency hotline. Yeah, the bedroom. This bed was huge, dude. It was very nice. This was the control console that you could just slide back into your night desk, like your nightstand. You could control all of the lights in the entire suite from this. It was this little thing right here. This was the real bathroom. This bathroom is enormous. Look at this fucking tub, dude. This shower though, this shower has f***ed up showers for me. There's just, you shut this door, there's water everywhere. It was so nice. I don't know how many gallons per second this shower is using, but oh my God, it was so nice. And then, okay, this was the main room. Like, look at how big this is. We had an executive cuck chair. It was nuts. But yeah, so we get checked in. They give us the tour. The lady giving us the tour leaves. Not like 5 minutes later, dude, we're opening V cards, man. It's like, okay, you know, the fancy person that's judging us for even being here, they're gone now. We're in the privacy of our Giga Suite. It's time to open some fucking VTuber trading cards. This movie script, whose credit card have you found? Yeah, Angers. But yeah, we just sat there, we opened VTuber trading cards. We were just kind of in awe of the suite, and we ate all the snacks. It was a good time. And then that evening, we went and ate dinner at the restaurant in the hotel, and it was delicious. Oh yeah, you actually got some pictures of the stuff that they had. Like these display cases, these were basically advertisements for a bunch of fancy shit. Oh yeah, here's the menu. So their seasonal highlights was actually asparagus, which was really good. And then we got the tartare, and I got the asparagus, and then I added on the beef fillet, and we got some fancy wine. It was very tasty. It was very, very tasty. Here's the ravioli. There's the tartare. Anger ordered shrimp again, even though Anger doesn't like shrimp, and I got to have one of the shrimp. It was very tasty. I love this shit. Look at what Tinka was wearing to our dinner. It's like, I know we're laughing about it and we're acting like it's a big deal, but there were other people in t-shirts. Sure, we might have felt a bit out of place, but like, it didn't fucking matter. And it's not like there was a dress code. And there's people that would wander down and eat there in their like PJs, basically. Like, it was not a big deal. The desserts were so fucking good. I demolished my portion of both of them. Oh, Anger included the fucking picture of the bill, so here you go. The wines did some damage. Also, they had a bee on their logo. Oh yeah, this was the room service menu. The fucking champagne price list, dude. But the really nice thing was that this actually did turn into like our hangout spot. We actually had like several times, basically every night, we had people come over and we hung out at the hotel, and it was good. Like, we didn't have to worry about like, oh, we have to sit in a loud bar and deal with like being out around other people. We literally just got to hang out with each other and enjoy the fancy hotel room. It was really nice. Oh, I used the personal assistant, right? We go down to the lobby. It's what, Saturday morning, or was it Friday morning? Either way, we go down to the lobby, we meet a bunch of people, and we're trying to figure out brunch, and people are going back and forth on like, we need to find a place that's vegan, that's gluten-free, and I'm like, I don't know where to go. So I take my key card out, I go into the living room, I walk up to the assistant that's at the desk, and I'm like, I need brunch, walkable, not very expensive, vegan, gluten-free. And the dude was just like, hold on, I've got something in mind. Like that quick. I'm like, okay. So does a Google search, gets the website pulled up, and it's like, yeah, I think this will work. And then starts making phone calls. Dude calls the restaurant to verify that it's actually both gluten-free and vegan. Yeah, bro, it's literally his job. Yeah, but how the often do you get like, I don't normally have someone available that gets me set up with shit like that. Not to mention that, but it was very impressive that he legitimately described from memory how to walk there. And I'm just like, okay, all right, I see you. Did you praise him? I was like, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Weak ass praise expected of my streamer. Oh my God. And it was on like Bilker Street, which I went to order the an Uber, and I see that I'm on Bilker Street, and I was just like, oh my God. Yeah. And then we waited on the Uber, and a Prius shows up. We have 6 people, and I'm like I nervously say to the guy, I'm like, we have 6 people, and he's like, I got this, and folds up a back row of seats. I did not know that Priuses had that much game. Like, it was crazy. I never will doubt a Prius again. It was wild.